band's actually practicing, so I got like a 25 minute.
Hey, it's okay. Hey, let's just hit to the topics. So, Dave Dictor of legendary MDC, you're warmly welcome to Noise.FI interview. How are you, mate? How has MDC been lately? And so you are about to start a European tour with a Hungarian band Barachka in just a couple of days. What are your feelings and the kind of atmosphere on the brink of the tour at the moment?
Feel really good in that, the band is here in Amsterdam. We're practicing for 3 days. We got 29 gigs in 29 days. We just like plowing it. We figured no days off. We want to play every night because we love it, because I don't care about seeing, the Louvre. I'd like to go to the Louvre in Paris, but just really in a good way. Living on tour is kind of fun. And I like to travel. It's always worked for me. MDC's played close to 3,000 gigs in
Yeah,
our 47 years. So it's kind of like a comfortable place for me to be, is in the van, on the way, and I eat dinner at this time. I sound check. We perform for people, sign sign the merch. That is all great. I feel more worried for the state of my country with the politics going on. He's a fucking madman. And, very scary and dangerous. Arresting people, and first the immigrants, then the political activists. And, then no one's ready to worry about me in the end, and then the singers of punk rock bands. Really scary. And deporting people to El Salvador, really creepy stuff. Their hatred of trans people, hatred of gay people is like, mind your own business.
yeah,
Why don't you just live your life and mind your own business? As long as you're not hurting children or small animals, it's your life. Who I'm attracted to, I like, whatever. It's not up for me to say you have to live like me. You have to conform to be only being a male, only being a female, only having sex with who they choose for you, only believe in a certain religion. And these people don't even really give a shit about that. They're just crazy on steroids.
yeah,
So
exactly.
it's a very scary time. And and yet I've been talking about this for 45 years.
Yeah,
And like now it's really, for the United States, really, really bad.
and I was just about to ask a question because you started writing music and performing during the Reagan period. Am I correct? So how does this time differ from the Reagan days?
Well,
Can you describe?
it's kind of even scarier.
Yeah,
Reagan, I was afraid he was going to start a nuclear war.
yeah,
I didn't think he was going to deport me because I wrote John Wayne was a Nazi and no Trump, no KKK. Send me to El Salvador in some gulag,
yeah,
and then I'll never be heard of again. And I had a dream that could happen to me. That's part of the possibility. I'm not such a big hero. I'm just a human being trying to stand up for what's right when I can do that. And it's scary, but we have no choice. We have to make that statement. I think there's comparisons, but it's even worse now.
yeah, indeed.
Reagan was an anti-immigrant, and they've whipped up a lot of hatred in the media, the Fox News, of being angry all the time because white men are getting gypped. You and me are so oppressed. And they're not even saying Merry Christmas anymore. They're saying Happy Holidays. What's Happy Holidays? I don't want to celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or, whatever, some other religion. I only want Christian. And these Christians don't even act Christian. They're
Yeah,
not full of love for their neighbor. You know, they're just crazy, angry people.
Yeah, it's basically
And like
the opposite.
40% of the country is like that.
Yeah.
Another 10 or 15%, they go along with the ride. You know, they say how a third of the country wants to kill another third of the country while a third of the country watches.
Yeah. It's sad. It's truly sad. But hey, if we stick to MDC part a little bit more, because we have a little time. So you released your latest album, War is a Racket, in 2023. Am I correct?
Yeah, war is a racket.
Yeah, yeah. So
And I have that video. I can send it to you. You can share it with your people there. We just put something out with Cleopatra Records, a Stevie Wonder song. We
okay,
got 14 cover songs
okay.
from everything from, we did a Slayer song, we did a
Wow.
Motorhead song,
Wow.
Take the Blame. We did American by Slayer. We did we did No Fucking War by the Dicks. We did a George Harrison song. And it's coming out in a month, and I'll share with you all that. I don't know if Dan has shared that with you, but been staying busy, making music, putting it out. I'm having a great life. I'm 69. I'm in love with somebody, you know, a girl that's a little bit younger, and somehow she likes me.
Hey, that's
She makes
wonderful.
grandpa feel like 17.
Hey,
And I love Finland. I just gotta say, I love Finland. Look forward to being in Helsinki.
hey,
I remember the Puntala Fest. Really, really great. We played some other festivals. Yuka is guiding us along. If you know
yeah,
Yuka
yeah, I know him.
from
Yep.
Tampere. I'm really looking forward to the tour. I love Scandinavia. You know, I love hanging out with the Vikings, and you know, we're playing Stockholm and Goldberg, and we're playing Oslo and Copenhagen. Really, really fun. To Scandinavia. Then we're taking a boat from Finland to Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania, and then we have 3 Polish gigs.
Yeah.
So it's a nice mix. You
Yeah, yeah.
know, we're playing 2 or 3 German shows, and that's it. 4 German shows.
Yeah.
Usually we play 15 German shows. You
But
know, Copenhagen, you know, 2 Dutch shows, 1 Belgium show, 3 English shows, and that's tour over.
it's
And now
pretty
we're playing.
intense for you guys. I admire you, the kind of stamina you've got still doing this year after year, and it's especially I admire that you have stayed true to your ethics and the basic punk rock attitude. You play small clubs, drive in a van to the next town, play there, and travel all over Europe doing like
Yeah,
tens and
it's
tens of
funny. Our
dollars.
politics are back in fashion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
So, do
a
you feel?
lot of times people are like, oh, I want to hear happy music like Green Day and like Rancid and like funny music like No Effects and blah 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 and like
No brainer.
NBC.
Yeah.
Come on, you know, we time to take a break, and then all of a sudden something bad happens. We need MDC and blah blah blah, and we play Japan or we play Indonesia or Brazil or South America.
Did I get it right? So you are putting out a cover album of your favorite songs, or some kind of politically kind of relevant songs today?
I find it something old, something new,
Okay.
something borrowed, something blue.
Yeah, hey, that's so great.
That's
That's
an
so
old
great.
that's an old show too. That's all, you know, you got to give them the old hits.
Yeah,
John Wayne, you know, Business on
yeah,
Parade,
yeah, yeah.
Dead Box,
Sure.
Corporate Death Burger, I Hate Work, My Family's a Little Weird. And then you got to give them the new stuff, and we got Full of Shit, and we have The Big Lie, and those new ones. Then we have Heartbreaker from the covers album. We covered a Rolling Stones song. We changed the lyrics to like children in Gaza getting bombed. Heartbreaker, heartbreaker, tear my heart apart. And you know, and so we're borrowing from the Stones, and we're doing old and new, and you know, keep it fresh, keep it happy. We like to be happy on stage,
Yeah.
and a lot of times we try to indulge ourselves when we play some song that's, you know, from the third album on the last song, and nobody really knows it, and everyone looks at us like, you know, like, you know, like, you know, like, and then we just go back to playing a hit.
Yeah, but hey,
No Sugar and Jumpin' Jack Flash,
yeah,
John Wayne, Chicken Squawk.
yeah, yeah. You have to play some kind of your hits from the early days, so the crowd gets going on. But
Yeah.
I think it's very brave choice to bring up your a little bit less known material to your live set. It's great thing, I think.
Yeah, we always try to include two or three of the ones where they're not quite sure, but not too much because then people are like, like, well, what's going on? Who is this?
Yeah,
Uh, so, you know, John Wayne and
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
know, trying to give people what you think they want and what you'd like them to grow you, you know, to what you're doing, new things. Always tricky with the new album and stuff like that. But like I said, something old, something new, and we just keep plowing up. We do our 50-minute set. I
Yep.
love it. I got the stamina for it. I just got my teeth fixed. I got a couple of teeth there worked on in Thailand, and I love life. You know, I'm really. I mean, my old punk days of, you know, just I'm not doing drugs. I'm just staying very positive and just want to live as long as I can live, and I want to play with the Viking children in Finland.
Yeah. Hey, because you told us about you have been doing this stuff way over 40 years now, almost 50 years. What are the biggest experiences you have learned from life throughout MDC?
You know, it's your basic thing. You know, do unto others as you want them to do to you. You know, and that's with your band. Oh, it's getting late. I have five more songs, but we're running out of time for the last band. I say, what? I do one song and get out of the way. That's how I would want it, and that's the truth. I'm at the grocery store or I'm playing a show, and you got to treat people the way you want to be treated, and that's how you get mutual respect. And that's one of the things you learn in life. That is just really true. Got to respect everybody, and for you to get that respect. And oh, I'm the mighty MDC. I get to headline, and I get all the benefits. If you go through life like that, I think people don't love you so much. And I like the relationships that get built through our hardcore international scene. You know, and the people just really feel like it's real. It's not just, you know, real on stage, and then I'm an asshole backstage. And where's my dinner? Where are my green M&Ms or whatever you can freak out about? And you know, that's just everything. Being in the band, communicating with your band. You know, like no fights, no yelling. You know, everyone group huddle. I mean, I tell everyone we need quiet in the van for 2 hours. Meditate, do whatever you want, pray, work on your phone, but no talking. And then, you know, between this hour and this, we talk about problems. Oh, what was going on with the music last night? Oh, you messed up that song. Does it go 2 times or 3 times? Oh, yeah, I forgot. And then work it out. And then talk a little bit, just keep friendly,
Yeah,
you know, and try not to be an asshole,
yeah,
and you know, communicate to others, you know, what's going on. I'm feeling like, where's the love?
yeah.
You know, you're shortchanging me with love, and if you do it in a like respectful, slow way, you know, you can have a better life, a better tour, a happier band, and then you include that into the people you see backstage, the people, the sound man, the promoter, the people cooking dinner, and just generous of spirit of love. Here's a sticker. Thank you for being part of the music machine that I've been able to do close to 3,000 gigs in 47 years.
It seems like you have a great chemistry inside the band at the moment. How would you describe the MDC now in 2025 compared to the band when you started playing and your early days?
We really kind of relaxed here in the last 2 to 4, 6 years. I was really driven. Like I got very sick in 2013 and 14. I had a blood disease, and I did maybe 5 shows in 2 years. And then I was recovering, and I just went for it. I've been doing 120 shows a year. Boom, boom, boom. No Trump, no KKK, no Fascist USA. I became the No Trump band. And I was like going hard to the pandemic. And then the pandemic slowed down. And then since the pandemic, I'm a little less hard driving. I'm not trying to be, moving up and who circle jerks are here, suicidal dead Kennedys, and I'm trying to get a little higher up to them. And I'm like, I am where I am. This tour, I booked it with Baraka. We wanted to be at friendly places, at political places, door prices, $10, $12, not 20, not 30. We wanted to stay away from $30 ticket doors. And it happens out there. And sometimes if you're doing a big show, we went on tour with GBH and Napalm Death with lots of good bands. And you can charge $30 because you're seeing 3 or 4 great bands. But just the price of everything goes up. And we wanted to keep it down so everyone and their kid sister could come see MDC. Frankly, I want to believe I'm going to do this forever, but I'm 69. You never know when a piano is going to fall on you. You never know when. I've got best friends. I lost 2 best friends to brain cancer and lung cancer, and and they thought they were going to live longer than me because I was the crazy one with my punk rock band singing Dead Cops, and I watched them both die of cancer. And they were under 70. There's no guarantees.
Yeah. You never know. You never know.
You never know. So I'm just trying to have a good attitude, enjoy life. I appreciate you for spending your time. And
see you in Helsinki.
I love everyone out there.
See you in Helsinki. And hey, I'm just asking you a permission if you want, I can release the recording of this interview as a.
I would love that. I'll put that in my portfolio and my little bag of tricks. And Dave being interviewed by Noise magazine in Finland, and everyone loves Finland. Finland's beautiful.
See you in Helsinki at the Helsinki show. I'll be attending there.
Oh, Tampere or
in Helsinki? In Helsinki.
Oh, great. I love Helsinki. What a great town.
Hey, thank you for your time, Dave. Lots of respect and have a great tour.
I love you, man. I love you. And we're going to have a great tour. Look forward. Come up to me in Helsinki, and you just say hi. And maybe I got a few CD or record things I could give you. And it looks like you got a few things on your wall behind you. Are those all CDs? Are those CDs?
Yeah, well, of course. And this is my band, Hot Communist. And we are going to play with the Jukka's band, Hullu, in Tampere in a couple of weeks.
I mean, I'd have had a good life, but I really found my special purpose. With making music, and I have a lot of gratitude that I found it, and it was part of me growing up in the era of the 60s and 70s, Vietnam, and then Ronald Reagan getting elected, and then hardcore bands, Business on Parade, and Corporate Death Burger. It was just beautiful, and here I am, 47 years later, writing new songs. I'll send you some of the things that I wanted to show you. We just released a Stevie Wonder song on Cleopatra.
Thank you.
I have some videos for you. Maybe you can play the videos along with the interview. And
Sure.
we see you. We
See
see
you.
you soon.
See you in a couple of weeks. Thank you, Dave.
Love you.
Lots.
Love you and later.
Love you. Take
Ciao
care.
bello.
See you.
Cuba.
Bye bye.
Ciao bye.